Egypt. And so their captain, Ishan Abdelnaim, who plays in the top flight in France for Nice. One of two players who played their club handball outside of Egypt. The other is that one there, Goma, the goalkeeper. She plays in Poland for Koszalin, where she's the top-rated goalkeeper in terms of numbers of saves, 124 for her club, who is 7th in the league. 7 of the players otherwise come from Al Ahly. So Egypt, well, just like Argentina, they lost their opening game 20-29 against Austria, their very first in a World Championship. And then they lost 15-37 to the Netherlands. They were hanging in there, thereabouts, but it all unraveled rather fast with a lot of mistakes and missed shots, which were punished on the break. But the important thing for these two teams here today is that they still have a chance to go through to the main round. Argentina, with a better goal difference, just need a draw to finish 3rd in the group, whereas Egypt need to win to take that 3rd and final qualifying place out of this preliminary group to go into the main round.
98,
Certainly need to cut down on the turnovers. Egypt who racked up 42 in 2 matches. So the team is now all out, and this is it. Not quite winner takes all, as Argentina can do a draw, but it's pretty much the sentiment. There is only one place to go forwards into the main round for these two teams. Later on, the Netherlands will be up against Austria to decide who takes maximum points into the main round. The referees for today's match from Germany, the brothers Ramesh and Suresh Tiaragaja.
IHF technical officials
Officiating at their first Senior World Championship. So the officials for today's match at the back, standing on the high podium, is the IHF supervisor Lars Geipel of Germany. Great referee in his day and now officiating. So before we do anything else, we are going to have the national anthems, and it will be Argentina first.
Argentina. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to listen to the national anthem of Egypt.
Well, the teams have never met. Obviously, debut for Egypt in a World Championship, but no friendlies to look back on either between these two teams. But what a great event for Egypt, whose senior women's program was cancelled for 10 years between 2012 and 22, while they concentrated on the youth squads. And it's paid dividends because they came back and after an 8th place 3 years ago, last year they finished 4th at the African Championship, and that qualified them for their first ever Women's World Championship. So this is how the group looks at the moment. The Netherlands at the top, ahead of Austria on goal difference, both on 4 points. They are through to the main round. Argentina and Egypt, 2 defeats so far, 0 points, but 1 will go through. So for Argentina, no change from the last match. A very experienced trio at the back with Carsten, Casasola and Cabo. Garcia and Dalecrode should start on the wing, and then it could be between Campigli and Galivan on the line. Mariano Munoz, coach of the Argentine team since last year. For Egypt, they've made 1 change. Right wing Abu Youssef makes way for 17-year-old left back Abu El Zaim for her first game. They've got a solid back line with Abdel Naim, Gadala and Mahmoud that have scored half their goals. Mohamed Ahmed Fargali, coach of the Egypt team. So Casasola, who's had a terrific tournament as ever. 8 goals so far, 4 of them penalties, one of their most experienced players. And Abdel Naim, their top scorer with 6. Here we go then, and it is Egypt in the all-red who throw off against Argentina in the light blue and white stripes in this final match in Group E in the preliminary round of the Women's World Championship in the Ahoy Arena in Rotterdam. Paul Gray here with you for this game. A match between 2 teams who have both lost their opening games against the Netherlands and Austria and have 0 points, but if Argentina can pull off at least a draw here, they will be through to the main round. As the 3rd qualifying team, Egypt must win to snatch what would be a historic moment for them to go through to the main round at the very first attempt. And they're off the mark straight away. And Egypt, courtesy of Mahmoud. It's a 6th goal of the competition. Quick handoff, rolls off the block. Quickly teed up, and slightly stodgy defense early on here. They're going to have to fix that. So they straight from the off, they have started with Romero, Casasola and Carsten across the back, the Argentinians. Into the side netting. On the line, they have opted for Campigli, the captain, into the wing. There's no space. The Egyptian attackers tended to go down the middle. They've not used their wings a lot. And the stats show that. They've scored 3 goals from the wing in the opening 2 matches, Egypt, from 9 shots. Whilst their back line that's on at the moment, Gadala, Abdel Naim and Mahmoud, have between them scored half the goals of the Egyptian team. It's recovered by Egypt, is it? And bundled over the sideline. And that's going to be a throw-in. We felt that Garcia. It was the steal. She just managed to keep her feet out. And waits for the whistle. Felt like an eternity as Abdel Salam was all over her. Still 1-0 Egypt, 2.5 minutes played. No goal, they'll come back for the free throw. 6-0 defense by Egypt, as they have throughout the tournament, only very occasionally pushing a player forwards. Romero into the line, off the post. And it's recovered by Egypt, who stream forwards even. Well, we've had 3 teams make their debut at the World Championship here at this championship jointly hosted by Germany and the Netherlands, and the Faroe Islands and Switzerland. The other 2 are through to the main round. So interestingly, very early on, Egypt, as we just saw, brought on Lugin Abdallah. She, together with Shahed Sadala, do have a good long-range shot. Otherwise, they are mostly looking for the breakthrough at 6 meters. She just needs to get the nerve to do it. Into the line, that's good play, and a big, big save. Menucci, what an entrance she has made. She was not expected to be at the World Championships. A late injury to Rosales saw her called up. 0 international matches to her name until the opening game here. Brilliant. Coming up to 4 minutes played, still just that single goal by Yara Mahmoud. So can Egypt become the third debutante to go through? That's come back off the post with a bit of a touch on the way through by the keeper. Egypt on the break. Just needed to release the ball to the left. There was so much space. And Yara Mahmoud just couldn't get her arm clear. The winger was in acres of space. So Ahmed Farghali may well be saying exactly that. Look wide. They do tend to have tunnel vision on the attack down the middle. Abdel Naim switches back again. Abdallah. Needs a bit more space. Oh, clips the post and stays out. And that'll count as another save for Menucci. Her second of the game. Did well. Menucci, who plays for Zonzamas Lanzarote in Spain. And most of the Argentine team play their club handball in the top flight in Spain. Breakthrough, and that's a penalty, defending inside the area. And there may well be more to this. The referees are having a word, and Ibrahim may be looking a tad worried. Well, it's Tuka Gadala is off. 2-minute suspension. Well, she got a shove in the back from Ibrahim, and then Gadala grabbed her arm. So Casasola scored 4 from 5 penalties. Oh, straight down the middle. And that's the first penalty save of this championship for either Egyptian goalkeeper. Sayed. Oh, she's happy. And Gadala relieved as well. We go past the 5-minute mark and still only 1 goal in it. Again, has a quick look down. Abdel Naim trying to go through, not going to work this time. Abdel Naim, who was rested for fair periods in the last game. Argentina lost to Austria. Mind you, only by 4 goals. Still a minute to go on the power play. Argentina need to spread it wide. That's more like it. It's taken a while and it's taken a power play, but Garcia gets them off the mark. Some relief, it seems, for Mariano Munoz. Looking on from the side. 1-1. Well, now that Lugin Abdallah is on, the Smua left back, she needs to start taking those shots, the number 11. She's burying herself. She's got to come back a bit and get a run up. So let Abdel Naim go in front of her, ideally. It's going to be a free throw. The whistle's already gone. She's gone all the way around, and being right-handed, not ideal on that side. Mind you, that said, starting right back, Mahmoud. Also right-handed. She comes around, but she's too flat again. She was right next to the defender. Now she's given the ball away. It's a one-on-one battle. And that's a penalty. Last defender, Mahmoud, fouls Carsten. Elke Carsten, who plays for the Spanish champions, Bera, fouled on the way up. Pulled from the shirt from behind. And she knew she'd just take the shot, you'll get the penalty. So after the last miss, it's now Karsten who'll have a go. Well, no mistake there. Just blasted it in, Karsten. Been around, she's played not only in Spain, but Hungary, in Norway as well, in France. Very experienced. It's interesting that Egypt did opt to play with Gihad Sayed in goal rather than Mai Goma. Sayed more experienced in terms of numbers of international, but Goma, who plays top flight in Poland, fumbled the ball. No one picked it up. It was almost like one of those slow motion trains where it just dribbled past them and everyone just looked at it. But it's a free throw. Argentina have it. Karsten comes through and wins another penalty. No hanging around. Karsten is on 464 goals for her country. Menucci celebrates at the other end. So after a very slow start. Oh, and does it again, Sayed. Are they going to rue those later on? Exactly the same spot, and Sayed learned from the last time. So it stays 2-1, and Egypt are back at full strength again. Mahmoud, she'll get the free throw. Nine minutes played, still only 2-1. And Ibrahim drops back in on the line. Free throw again. Switch has a look. Abdel Naim, they've given up with Abdallah. She really wasn't getting any shooting position. She's off again. And it's Gadala who's come back on. That goes wide. Menucci rushes to get the ball, but the wingers are covered at the moment. This has gone already, and stops herself mid-flight, Karsten. Galivan at the moment is the defender who's covering for Garcia. In this direction, the right winger is not being used in defense. We go past the 10-minute mark, it's 2-1. Looking for the line with a quick pass in, but that was telegraphed, it was read all the way. Abdel Naim Gadala. Abdel Naim shifts right as Mahmoud comes into the middle. Number 10 for Egypt, their captain Abdel Naim. He scored 34 goals for Nice in the French top division. Currently third in the league there. She's been playing in France since 2010. Here she comes again. Now Gadala. Oof. Struggles to frame that one. He needs a little bit more resin. Switch back into the wing. That's good play. There's a huge angle on that side and another brilliant save. Gihad Sayed. She is racking them up, and Argentina wasteful in the extreme. That was a huge angle for the wing shot. 5 saves for Gihad Sayed. She's on a 71% save rate. Certainly isn't a good game in terms of the attacking statistics at the moment. Argentina 2 goals from 8, Egypt 1 from 6. Only Argentina managed to just touch the 25%. Gadala to Abdel Naim. The wing has gone in as a second line for the moment. But moves out before they actually start the attack. Tried to feed the ball back in again, but Gadala's pass goes way out. So Oradi is coming in defense for Abdel Naim, trying to keep her a bit fresh. So Mariano Munoz can't be too encouraged at the moment. 2-1, he's starting to think about making changes. A few players are warming up. They've had the chances, it's just wasteful finishing. And another penalty, and it's Karsten who wins the third one. It has taken a bit of a blow on the way through. Comes around and Ibrahim backing into her to put her off balance. Well, they've missed a couple of penalties already, Casasola and then Karsten. That one, though, is not missed. Bono hammers it away. Top corner. Sayed went the right way, but just too slow. Free throw. Well, if you've just joined us and you're looking at the scoreline, yes, we are in the 14th minute. 3-1 only Argentina. Both teams have had chances, but not put them away. Mahmoud Gadala comes around. Very narrow focus on their attack, and the couple of times they've actually tried to play it wide, they've put it out of play. Ironically, not quite picking the right spot, Mahmoud. She went right where Ibrahim, the line player, was putting the block on, and ended up with a traffic jam of players, but has somehow managed to engineer a penalty out of it by having the defender standing on the line. Abdel Naim. And she absolutely blasted that one into the back of the net. Her second penalty of the competition for the 39-year-old captain. And the fans celebrating, well, that's actually the team officials. Got Malakabo Youssef up there, the right winger, who's been left out today in favour of Abu Alazain, although I'm not sure we'll see her there, the 17-year-old. That's an offensive foul. The right wing is free, but it's a terrible pass down the court. Fell short and comfortably recovered by Argentina. Bolling, the player on the far side, who retrieved it. Gavilan, tough line player, moves herself a little bit off centre, away from where Karsten is at the moment. Oh, that was dangerous. Cover went in a little bit too early. Try again, looking for the line, got there in the end, and another penalty. Well, you wonder if Egypt are very happy to give them away because they're being missed left, right and centre. It was a nice feed into the line under pressure, although coach might say that was too tight, but it's one by Gavilan. Change the goalkeeper, so in comes Maja Goma. Goalkeeper plays in Poland, and she is up once more against Bono, who scored her last penalty. Oh, and it's saved, but the rebound came straight out to her, and a let-off for Argentina. And three of their most experienced players have now missed penalties. Bono, at least. Yeah, short-lived celebrations. Bono at least had the benefit that the rebound fell almost straight into her hands. Gadala. Abdel Naim tries to sidestep, but runs into two defenders. They're going to try again and put on Abdallah, the 1.84 m left back. Login, Osama Abdallah has got a good shot. She just needs to take it. It took them until the last 5 minutes of their last match before she took one long-range effort, and Sadala took a couple and scored. And they need it. Oh, brilliant save again. Sayed is on fire today. Sixth save. Karsten breaks through. That should be bread and butter stuff for her. 67% save rate. Argentina are making life very difficult for themselves. And they pay the price at the other end, courtesy of Mahmoud. Scored the opening goal and now scores that one. Back they come. Only one goal in it, into the line. This time it is put away, Gavilan. That was a lovely assist into her as well by Bono. 5-3. Argentina, who've had 13 shots for their 5 goals. They're on a 38% success rate with their shooting, same as Egypt. But they've only had 8 shots at goal, and that's an offensive foul by Abdallah. And Argentina not able to press quickly on the attack there, which is a shame, because Egypt are changing 2 players between attack and defense, and they're not going particularly quick about it. There would be real opportunities if they wanted to transition a little bit faster. Some conversation there between Minucci and Karatu, hugely experienced goalkeeper. Looks to the wing. And now, finally, it's working. Bolling. First goal of the championship for the winger. She's only had the 1 shot, mind you. 6-3 Argentina, and Egypt take their first team timeout of the match.
مش عاوز الوينج ليفت يخش تاني. الكرة بتعكس عليا كده تاني. مش عاوز اسمع، مش عاوز الوينج ليفت يعكس عليا. الحاجة التانية يا جماعة لو سمحتوا عاوز اوصل الكرة للوينجات. الفرد وراه بيجري كده. ممكن نهدى شوية ما نعملش 4. يعني احنا ليه بنصعب الامور اصلا؟ احنا اللي عاملين نعمل سيلي ميستيكس نديهم الكورة. يعني احنا بنلعب ضد نفسنا، هناخد الكورة صح واحنا رايحين. الفرد بيجري كده سيب او اروح هنا زي ما قلنا قبل الماتش. ليه عمالين نعمل الميس باص والاربعات ونقع على ركابنا؟ هو في ايه؟ اللي تعبان يقعد يا جماعة. العادة عشان تتبسط. ممكن 3-3
Well, Eli picked up Ahmed Farghali's comment where he said silly mistakes. 7 turnovers so far by Egypt. And the only reason that they're not further behind is that Argentina, well, that looked like Bolling, having scored, had actually landed when she took the shot. Very tight, difficult for the referees in real time, because the players do shoot literally a nanosecond before they touch the ground. So they resume with Abdallah at left back, who has yet to take one of those long-range shots. Now she's through. That puts it straight into the side netting. The wing, that's clever play. Oh, just over the shoulder of Sayed, but it clips both posts and stays out. Oh, it's really unlucky for Cavo. Cavo, who plays in Poland for Zagłębie Lubin, the champions, so she'll be familiar with the other Egyptian goalkeeper, Goma. They'll have come across each other when the teams faced off. They're pushing very deep now in defense on the far side. Rare ball into the wing. Mahmoud. Gadala. They are very close though, not really able to get a run up. And it's a passive play call now against Egypt. 4 passes to get the shot away. That must surely be the last pass. Mahmoud. Well, misread completely by Minucci. No speed gun required on that one. An awkward bounce. Had to take the shot. It was the 4th pass already. So Mahmoud plays for El Shams. He's gone past the 50-goal mark for Egypt at this championship. He's on 54 at the moment. Cavo. Hands off. Back again. Bono. And another penalty. They are racking them up left, right and centre. Problem is they're not scoring them. Little sidestep and it's a very clumsy effort. Orabi caught her very high. Munoz is happy, but there's not cheering too much. So on comes Mai Goma. So Bono scores it. Second penalty of the match. Or third penalty rather of the match. Scored 2, missed 1, but got the rebound. 7-4. A little bit of daylight between the teams in this very, very low-scoring first half as Egypt bring on Rawan Abdallah at right back, one of 7 players from Al Ahly, the Egyptian champions. Here she comes. Gadala. Oh, Abdel Naim, straight through, hits the post though, and the break is on. Left wing is free. Instead, though, the ball went right, and now it's too late. Cabo into the wing. A little bit of space, not a huge angle, and may have got a fingertip on it, Sayed. And that by Frelier, who's just replaced Garcia, is another wasted shot. Well, this is not going to be one for the statistics books, I think. Argentina, only 2 turnovers so far. It's the shooting that's letting them down, scoring 7 from 16. Egypt trouble at both ends, really. 7 turnovers and only 4 from 11. Well, make that 5 from 12. And Rawan Abdallah off the mark in this game. Quick throw-off taken by Argentina. That was a push in the back, and that's going to be a penalty, and there must be a sanction. There is. She quickly sidestepped. She's causing a lot of problems with the pace, Cavo. And Gadala is off, and that's a problem for Egypt. That's a second suspension of the game. There's the push very high as well from behind. One more suspension, and she'll be on a red card. So 4th penalty for Bono. Sayed stays in. Oh, and touches it and misses again. Second missed penalty by Bono to add to Carsten and Casasola's earlier misses. And Sayed is inspired. 7-5 in the 23 minutes played. So Egypt put on Orabi. Well, they're short-handed, starting on the left wing. She's a line player there. Here she goes. She'll drop in now behind the defense. Nope. Free throw. Unlike most teams, not all, but most, Egypt never choose to take off their goalkeeper when they're short-handed and put on the extra attacker. Tries to go through, and that's a penalty. Defending inside the area. And Abdallah having a good impact on the team since coming on. 1 goal and 1 a penalty. So Abdel Naim, who scored the only penalty so far, is going to step up. And puts that one away comfortably. Second goal of the game for her. Celebrations going. Abdel Naim, who's not a regular penalty taker with Club Nice in France. He's only scored 2 out of a haul of 34 goals. That's clever play into the wing. It buys a bit of time. And Sayed tempted away from the near post, and Frelier is off the mark. Frelier plays in Slovakia for Michalovce. Hangs well. Picks a spot. Sayed was offering her the near post, but just closed it too slowly. Again, in on the line, Orabi, just a handful of seconds before they're back to full strength again. As Cavo goes out to try and put the ball carrier under pressure, forcing a long pass across the court. Oh, slips. Suspension is over, and Abdallah returns. Abdallah's teeing herself up, but Abdelnaim goes through on her own and scores. Third goal, and they're back to within one. Almost on the stroke of 25 minutes played. And another save by Sayed, although I'd hasten to say that it was maybe a bit of a miss as well, not a well-framed shot. Making life difficult for themselves. 7-4 up, Argentina, and you thought they're going to be able to pull away straight through, and that's not well finished by Casasola. Ahmed Farghali, I think that was relief more than anything else. 26 minutes played. Goals have been hard to come by here today. Looks to the line, and another penalty, and we may have a sanction. We have. So she is pulled, and off goes number 13, Gavilan, for a 2-minute suspension. Bera, line player, holding the shirt from behind. And Azkun also inside the area to block it. So, for Argentina, Marisol Caratu comes in, playing her 156th international today, the Valladolid goalkeeper. Abdelnaim. Blasted into the top as Caratu opts to go down. And she's on 4 goals, Abdelnaim. Scored half her team's goals. The celebrations start in the Egyptian camp. It's a team timeout for Argentina.
Mental, porque estamos haciendo las cosas bien, estamos cerrando. No perdamos la concentración en defensa y la paciencia, porque no están saliendo las cosas ahí, o porque nos erramos y empezamos a abrir, a perder la intensidad, a perder que estar juntas. Acá hay que seguir igual de concentradas. Somos una menos. Vamos a jugar 4 cuernos, empezando el 4 por ahí. Traemos bien lateral izquierdo. Empieza con, lo frenamos, empezamos por la izquierda y por la derecha, que el segundo cruce sea para la Colo, y atenta a ver a venir, no te apures, nos quedamos y venimos saltando, vamos, va.
It would be something if Egypt could join the Faroe Islands and Switzerland. The 3 teams making their debut at a World Championship in going through to the main round, all of them at their first attempt. Faroe Islands who finished 3rd in Group C in Stuttgart, where they beat Spain. Absolute shock result. While Switzerland, they finished 2nd in Group B, behind Hungary, with Senegal in 3rd place. And in fact, that is the group that's going to be coming over here in the other quarter of the draw, not to merge with this group. Play resumes then, with both teams having used 1 team timeout. 3-goal lead for Argentina has now completely been whittled back to 8 goals apiece. Straight through. Well, they're finding a way through often enough, Argentina. It's just the finishing that's the problem. Cabo with it first. All the way around, it was a good block in the middle on the line. Cabo, who's playing in a 4th World Championship, the Polish-based player. Must be tempted to get Saad Alaa on. Nothing given by the referees, is it? Yes, in the end, they've given a throw-in from the corner. Came off a defender. Possession stays with Egypt. Abdallah is a little shot shy, number 11, and maybe... dummied the pass and goes through, and it's level again. Abdelnaim with a 5th. Dummied the pass to the line player, and that just caused hesitation with Romero. 9-9. Argentina take out the goalkeeper for the last time on this suspension, with just 10 seconds remaining. Looking about taking a shot, then realised that the goalkeeper wasn't in. On another brilliant save, Sayed with a 9th. Reasonable angle. Egypt are outperforming Argentina in terms of shot efficiency with 53% to Argentina's 41. 1.5 minutes just over remaining. Osama tees up, now go for the shot. You had space. Back again, Abdel Naim off to the right-hand side. Turns and shoots. And not only that, but Egypt are in front. And Abdallah, very influential since coming on. 2 goals and 1 penalty won. Hand off. Cabo. And again, Sayed, save number 10. She's pulled out a huge game today. Chances are there, they're just going begging for Argentina. Into the last minute of the first half. Pulling from behind. Ironically, Romero may have hurt her hand as she grabbed the shirt. Abdel Naim waiting in the center. She checks the clock, 25 seconds. They're not going to get too long now on a passive play, I suspect. Abdel Naim tries to go through to the line, lobs, and it's going to be a 2-goal lead. Orabi, her first of the game. Well, it's not going to be 2 because Cabo charges down the middle. It's almost frustration, still 5 seconds left. Oh, careless, nearly stole it. Well, why didn't Egypt just sprint forwards? And I think that's why Abdel Naim is annoyed with Abdallah, that she didn't just give her the ball and sprint down, or at least try. And it's half-time here, and we may have another shock begging. Comes around, loosens it to Orabi. That was a quick reply, and there were a few seconds left. So, half-time here. And it's Egypt 11, Argentina 10. Smiles among some of the Egyptian players, no wonder. Argentina at 1 point 7-4 up. Find themselves 11-10 down at half-time. They have lost momentum completely. A 7-3 turnaround by Egypt. And it's not for the want of chances. 14 missed shots. With Gihad Sayed, Egypt's goalkeeper, choosing today to get into double digits by half-time. She's on 10 saves. At the other end, it's just 3 saves for Minucci today. In fact, let's have a look at the statistics. 58% success rate on their shooting for Egypt. Tad on the low side, 42% for Egypt. That's terrible, that's really low. But 7 turnovers for Egypt, all early on. They've tidied up now, and now they're playing a little bit better. They've allowed them to take the lead. Abdel Malek top scoring for Egypt with 5, while Bono, the best of the Argentinians, with 3, but they have missed 4 penalties in this first half. Had the let-off on the rebound on one of them. Well, the first 15 minutes, it was more of a football score, but it's picked up in the last 15. But it's Egypt who've got a good run in the last 10 minutes. For Argentina, no fast breaks, 4 penalty misses. They've missed 4 breakthrough shots, and the wingers are less than 50-50. So really, really struggling there. And normally their wings have been reasonably good. For Egypt, no fast breaks, but at least the penalties all going through. They play straight down the middle. Don't worry about looking at the wing stats. And so at half-time here, Egypt an 11-10 lead over Argentina. We'll take a break as well. Join us again for the second half. We'll see you then.
Champions don't wait. They keep the game moving. As the right move. At Grimfuss, we move water with purpose. Efficiently, sustainably. So get in the game. Move what matters.
personer hardt skadd eller drept ved å bli påkjørt i trafikken. Det mange håndballag. Vi vil forsikre oss om at du blir sett i trafikken. Bruk refleksvest.
At Volvo, we aim to become the first choice of customers as a best-in-class, digitally driven consumer goods retailer and an integrated, complex mobility service provider. We continue to expand our consumer services business by enhancing our offerings with new elements, such as upgraded mobility solutions and advancing our car-as-a-service approach. Through our products and services, we drive everyday progress and deliver solutions for millions of people in Central Europe and beyond.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game. To keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Ja, dames en heren. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be an awesome break time. We have some special things for you today, but of course my good friend and colleague and example, Jurgen de Vraak's on the other side, and I heard him already laughing through the microphone. Jurgen, what's up over there?
Yes, I'm targeting. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but we're going to do something special. I'm going to target some people. And I always look around and I look somebody in the eye, and if I see very scary eyes,
then you have to have them.
No, I walk to the next person because they know what's going to happen. And I'm standing here with a lot of people in orange. So I don't think they are supporting any of the teams playing now. But if you had to pick one, who are you for today? Argentina over here. Is everybody here for Argentina? For Egypt? Have you ever been to Egypt? Yes. All right, but I have a much more important question now. Who of the, but how many people are you? 8. Who of the 8 of you can sing the best?
Yeah. You can point at each other, right? That's no problem.
You can point at the person you think, and 1, 2, 3, point. Tamara is Tamara. All right, Tamara, please stand up. Can I have a big hand for Tamara? I'm not going to let you sing the whole song. I'm going to let them all sing. But take a look at the screen, and I'll hold the mic for you. If you don't know the lyrics, it's on the screen. Here we go.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
Clap!
Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home.
album, Jorrit. Would you take the phone numbers of those people? We're going to record a new Christmas album with a lot of talent here.
Yes, and I have to buy some new food for somebody over here, which in October. I'm very sorry.
Oh, that's okay, that's okay. Thank you so much, Jorrit. We're going to see you in just a minute. Next to me, ladies and gentlemen, is Edwin. Of course, Edwin, we have a wonderful match today. Yeah? It's wonderful to see. But it's also very tight. Not too many goals, at least defense is really, really in order today, right?
Yes, that's correct. It's not normal when we have 3 goals after 50 minutes. I think we should be glad that we saw 21 goals in the first half, but the play is very tense. It's not very good, but there's something to win and something to lose in this match. So the winner goes to the main round, can play for the higher places, and the loser has to go to the more for the President's Cup. So we'll have to see it in the second half. But normally Argentina should do much more better. Yes, yes, definitely.
Just a quick look, because we don't have too much time, because Jorrit's already fired up for the next thing.
Yeah.
Just don't have too much time. Just to look forward to the Netherlands.
Yes.
You think they will have a packed house here on our way. It's a wonderful atmosphere.
Absolutely. 9,000 people tonight again, for the third time in a row.
Walk in the park, I think.
No, walk in the park, don't say. I think it's the best opponent we have this evening. European opponent first. So let's see. But if the nerves are gone with the Dutch goals, I think it could be a very nice game this evening. So a very nice game. Yes, we have to wait for that. Absolutely.
You're enjoying yourself these championships?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I do so. Yes, I did it.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. And if you're here,
You are from which country?
From Holland, from the Netherlands.
But you are wearing an Argentina jersey. Why is that?
Because I am half of the time in Argentina.
Oh, that must be great. So when you're tired of Holland, you just go to Argentina for the nice weather and you're supporting. But if at some point we play against Argentina again, who are you for?
Argentina.
Oh!
I was in the World Championship football also. So.
All right, very good. Well, great to have you here. We are going to do something with the crowd over here. At the other side, everybody is partying already. Here also, but I have to hype you up a little bit as well. So I want to ask everybody to put 2 hands up. You know what? 2 hands up. 2 hands up. Here we go. And we go from the left to the right. Here we go. Right, left, yeah, I need the other way around because else they don't understand it. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Ah, that is amazing. I want to hear it again. Who is for Team Egypt?
commentary, of course, the voice of handball in the Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen. He's called Mr. Handball as well. And we heard earlier on with Edwin Kuhn. He's so happy to be here with towards the tournament for several times.
We're just about ready to
We're going to start with the second half.
get the second half underway. And, Argentina will be hoping to dig themselves out of a rather big hole that they've dug themselves into in the first half. With Sayed's 10 saves for Egypt, outstanding. So Argentina throw off the second half. They are trailing 11-10 against Egypt in this final match in Group E in the preliminary round, with Argentina needing at least a draw to go through to the main round as the third-place team behind the Netherlands and Austria, who are guaranteed to finish in the top 2 spots. It's going to be a free throw. And Karsten again, she's been in the battles. Oh, well, there was a high arm there by Mahmoud, but Karsten comes away, hobbling away. Playing in a 7th World Championship, Karsten, a former captain of the team. But, the armband now passed over to Campigli. Karsten, there we go, they're level. And Kabul with a 3rd goal. Frustrated Orabi, thought she had it covered. And I'm afraid in the one-on-one battles with Kabul, she's come off worse every time, Orabi. Kabul with good pace on her. 11-all, and so she's picked up a 2-minute suspension for holding on from behind and a bit of a shove as well. That means they start without a line player. They don't take out their goalkeeper when they're short-handed. Well, both the wingers go at the same time. Cross and now heading back because what you don't want to do is congregate the defence in the middle or give them the opportunity, given that Egypt attacked primarily down the middle corridor. Abdel Nayem needs to find a way through. There's no space there. It's stolen and the ball comes out. You've got to try and accelerate the rhythm as well, because they can do much quicker transitions than we've seen in the first half. Karsten into the wing, that's good play. Big angle and go on the near post. And slowly but surely they're starting to get a bit of rhythm, having looked so nervous in the first half, Argentina. And that will help. Again, the attack, they're waiting. Van Dijk Horde, the scorer of that last goal, who plays in Italy for Erice. Abdel Nayem streams forward, looks for the line. Oh, everyone pushed up on her, and a let-off for Argentina. Akush could come around from the wing, puts it on the post. Now they look to the line, trying to see if she can get to the line. That was a good effort. And then hits the metalwork. Handful of seconds before Egypt are back to full strength, and the breakthrough. Well, whatever Mariano Munoz said at half-time, it hit home. That's a very quick start out of the blocks by Argentina in the second half. 3 quick goals. After 3 minutes played, Egypt still looking for their first second half goal. They are at least back to full strength again. Oh, that's way over the top. And the long pass out by Munoz. First one that they've tried. And unfortunately, it's not gathered up properly by Dijk Horde. Well, they've even been already over the halfway line. That's a shame, because that was a good opportunity. Sailed it wide. Well, it was recoverable, but as a goalkeeper, you want a flat ball when it goes out. You want it to be really quick. When you loft them like that, it allows the defenders to come in and close down whoever's got it. You're just on for a beating. Abdallah in the middle. She's been good in the first half. The number 7 looks for the line. It's not on. Gadala on the far side. Free throw. Well, a 3-goal run that may settle Argentine nerves, other than a short spell when they suddenly went 7-4 up and started to look a bit confident until they let the Egyptians come back at them. They have looked very nervous, and it's been reflected in their finishing. It's included 4 missed penalties in the first half. There was a bit of a claim there by Cavo, who's still having a word with the referee. She felt she was bundled over. She was about to take a quick throw-in. And, well, she vents her frustration on the goal, and Cavo is on a real run here. 3 quick goals of her own. She's 5 from 6. Having scored 7 from 15 so far in the competition, a tad on the low side percentage-wise. Here today, she's very much on the money. So Rabi in on the line, drops into the centre. Gala, who's recognised right back, but he's right-handed. She has to do very long runs, curve around, come out and curve in to be able to get around onto her shooting side. So we go past the 5-minute mark, and 4 goals without reply for Argentina. See them settle things down. By far the more experienced team. Appearing in their 13th World Championship, Egypt their first. Dummies the shot, comes back again, into the line. Beautifully done! And Gavilan with her second. Argentina beginning to find solutions. Well, they had them in the first half. More importantly, they're putting them away now. And smiles are back. 15-11. Shuffling on the way in, but that's comfortably parried away by Minucci. 6 save for her. Egypt still struggling to find a way through. Argentina finished 20th 2 years ago, 21st 4 years ago, and better finish, 2019, there was 16th. And that's well saved. Sayed reacted well. Should have been a little bit blindsided by the defender. Abdel Naim has a quick look. Passes to the line. But she's immediately shut down. She wasn't right on the line. Tries to take it quickly, but Argentina settle. Egypt to have had some good results here, in fairness. The 2029 defeat to Austria in their very, very first game. They played hard, defended hard. It was a good showing. Against the Netherlands, there were just too many mistakes. They got absolutely punished with Down in goal, hitting them not only with a host of saves, but some long passes spread all over the front on the fast breaks. And it gave a huge scoreline in the end. 15-11. And Argentina seem happy to go up slowly. The last 5 attacks, Argentina have scored off 3 of them. Egypt haven't scored off any. So a quick switch. Romero has dropped left. Karsten tries to go through on her own. She'll get the free throw. Hope maybe for a little bit more, but not this time. Good solid defending at the back by Mariam Ibrahim. Looking for the line, but that's knocked away. And Sayed looks for options. There aren't any up front. They bring it up though. It's going to be a free throw. She was trying to exploit a little bit of space that was there because Campigli was coming on to defend for Karsten. And it was just that moment's delay and a gap in the defense. Egypt have now brought on the 24. Sondos Essam Abdou Al-Azaim, number 24. Just 17 years old, brought in today into the team. That goes wide, and it's goalkeeper's ball anyway. Abdou Al-Azaim, who's replaced Abu Youssef, the right winger. She's not a tall player, but has a decent shot. 19 goals scored for Egypt in 6 appearances for her. And Egypt, long wait. They haven't scored since before half-time. And we're coming up to 10 minutes played in the second. That's good play again to the line. Gavilan. Suddenly the Argentine fans can start breathing again. Relief on the bench as well. Meanwhile, team timeout has been called by Egypt.
دي عماله تجري بالارض، الفرد عماله تيجي هنا، واللي هنا دي ما بتعملش حاجه، والوينج ده بيتفرج علينا في الدفاع، ما بتجيبش زحمه عشان تودي رقم 2 واثنين سايباهم عماله يجروا علينا، يسحبونا ويعملوا زياده، والثلاثه دي عماله تجري هنا، والثلاثه دي عماله تتحجز. اركب شويه يا جماعه ورا الملعب شويه.
يا جماعه الماتش لسه ما خلصش، ها؟ يلا في الدفاع نلعب زي ما لعبنا.
Well, a good start by Argentina in the second half here to really settle things down. 10-11 down at the break. They're 16-11 up now. And Egypt suddenly struggling to find a way through despite the best efforts of Abdel Naim, the captain, and her teammates. A charge led by Cavo with 3 goals. The res in there with a little reminder.
Play 9 minutes in the second half.
So play resumes.
30 minutes, 8 minutes score.
Egypt having used their second team timeout, not scored since 15 seconds before the half-time break. So now they've brought on El Sheref, who's a quick player. She tries to drop the ball into the line, misconnects completely. Menucci looks for options, and everyone shot up and no one was available for her. Eventually they all come back. Carsten, and through, and scores behind. She landed before she shot, so they can't give her that one. Would have been a nice one otherwise, but it's a penalty. She's very clearly pushed. Oh, that's a bit of an agricultural challenge by Orabi, and Carsten's going to take the penalty herself. She's missed one already, though, not that time. It seems that once you settle your nerves and take a good lead, shooting seems that little bit easier. Nice spin on the end as well to curve it back in. 10 minutes played. Egypt still looking for their first goal in the second half. Mahmoud, Gadala, they're back to the starting lineup across the back that delivered half the goals of the team up until this game. Ahmed Farghali, the Egyptian coach, has tried all kinds of combinations at the back. He's had Abdallah at the left-back position, but she was shot shy, and then Rawan Abdallah came on, number 7. She was very good, scored 2 and won a penalty in the first half, and now everything's going wrong for them. Even on the breakthrough, Mahmoud puts it way over the goal. Carsten shoots on from the bench. Switch back again. Dummies looking for the wing, but there's no space for her to take off. And now they're slightly cornered. Happy to take the free throw, Romero. Been a nice pass. The defender really wasn't expecting it, but the angle was very narrow for a wing shot. Didn't fancy her chances. Romero slips into the middle, and Carsten goes left again. Cabo into the line, takes 2 defenders, and that wins a penalty. Gavilan waited at the back. Both defenders went up on Cavo. Ibrahim steps inside the area. So change the goalkeeper for Egypt as Mai Goma will come back into goal. She's come on just once to face a penalty. The Polish-based goalkeeper, Carsten. Goes for a bit more pace this time, and that's 3 penalties from 4 now for her in this match. Minucci, relief at the other end. Well, a disastrous start to the second half for Egypt. 12 minutes in, they are still looking for their first goal. And, Argentina are defending with renewed vigor. It's more mobile in defense. They're actually latching on to the players and stopping them in their tracks. And, Egypt now trying to resort to long-range efforts. The ball's recovered. Dalek Horde is away. And they're not going to catch her, and she scores her second. It's her 6th of the tournament. Clever play, putting the ball up court. Martina Lang, the defense specialist. At this rate, Argentina will be eyeing their first points of the group and a place in the main round. Well, there's the shot that was missing in the first half. Didn't quite get enough power, Abdallah, but great that she's taken it. And hopefully she'll have another go. She's got the height as well, but one person who's having no problem in the second half with her shooting, Kabul. That's her 4th of this half, her 6th of the match. And she has come out absolutely on fire for this half. And from 1 goal down, Argentina, who just scored 10 without reply, are almost 10 up. Mahmoud down and gets a free throw. Borabi drops back in on the line in the centre. Tries to go through on her own, and no way there. Stopped by Lang, the defence specialist, who's covering for Karsten. And that's better as well. Again, this time Abdallah is driving in, is looking for space. Into the line, good play, and finally, in the 45th minute, they score their first goal of the second half. They needed that desperately. Still a long way adrift, but Orabi with the second. 2012 to Argentina. Argentina, they will go through to the main round, but with 0 points as Karsten scores again. Her first goal from open play. Had to 3 penalties. It was meant to be handed to her by Kabul, but she fumbled it. Luckily, bounced just in the right place. So midway through the second half, and Argentina very much in control in this match after a spirited first half by Egypt. The initiative very much switched. No way through for Mahmoud. The Al-Shams right back. Plenty of effort, but the delivery not there, and Argentina's shooting is up to 58% now. In this game, having been 42% at half-time, Egypt, who were 58 at half-time, are now down at 43%. The thing for Argentina is that because Egypt wouldn't qualify with them if they go on to win this match, you don't carry the points of the teams that don't qualify with you, so they will go through with 0 points, having lost to both Austria and the Netherlands so far in this group. Both teams have. So changes being made now by Argentina, as Bono goes in on the right back position. Frelier goes back in on the right wing. And Casasola returns into the attack, number 25. Here she comes, straight through. And straight onto the score sheet for her first goal of the game, her 9th of the tournament. Casasola was their 2nd top scorer with 26 goals 2 years ago at the last World Championship. Teed up beautifully by Karsten. 10-goal lead for Argentina. Well, for the first time, Egypt going 7 against 6. They've put in 2 on the line. There's no goalkeeper at the other end, and if Minucci's quick about it, there's an opportunity. It's too late now because Goma, who's replaced Sayed, is already in goal. And makes the save. For Casasola. My Goma. Races off again as they put on the second line. It's Mariam Ibrahim, number 44, who's coming on to join Orabi. And, Abdallah is back on again, number 7, the right back or the right-hander, looking for the line, fails, and Minucci thinks about it, goes for it. Oh, and puts it wide. Apology from her. No harm done though with a 10-goal lead. She just pulled it. There's a bit of spin on it. It just curves off to the right. You may think, well, that's a big miss, an empty goal, but I can tell you when you're down on court, the goal at the other end looks mighty small. Oh, lovely. What a dummy, but what a save, Minucci. That was scant reward for Abdallah, who dummied the pass to the right and then went straight through the gap. But what a save, Minucci. 8 saves now. She's on a 42% save rate. Excellent. Oh, offensive foul. Plenty of enterprise by Abdallah, but not quite coordinated. So Minucci, the Argentine goalkeeper, who didn't know she was going to be coming to these World Championships until literally just a couple of weeks before, when Rosales picked up an injury. The Argentinian goalkeeper who plays in Hungary for Szombathely. And suddenly the phone went, and get yourself to the airport. Oh, Carsten straight down the middle for her 5th. Goma didn't even see it coming. Reacted way after. Empty goal again for Egypt as they continue 7 against 6, but it's not really delivering much, I'm afraid. Still only the 1 goal in 19 minutes of this second half. Looking for the line, she's delivered it short. Well, Abdallah, plenty of enterprise, but she's given the ball away a couple of times now. And missed a shot. It's good she's having a go, but they're desperate now to get some goals on the board, and it's just not happening for them. Casasola in the center, and Martina Lang, used primarily in defense, the number 27 at the bottom of the picture, now being given a bit of a run out in attack. Oh, should have gone quicker to the wing. They'll bring it back out again. Oh, for defender, that will be a throw in from the corner. You can see that Lang is a bit of a specialist defender. She was only one of the Argentine players who shot straight back in defense as the shot was being taken into the wing. That's a very narrow angle. It's only going to be a free throw. Blocked on the way in by Amina Akouche. We go into the last 10 minutes of the game. Long shot, oh, brilliant. Flick of the wrist off the back of that one. And Casasola with a second. Just see that flick to get the extra power. Right over the head of Goma. Well, they've taken off Abdallah after she's been struggling a bit with those 2 turnovers and missed shot. And Gadala is back on the far side. That's a penalty, defending inside the area. And once again, Rawan Abdallah, the Al-Ali right back, delivers 2 goals and now 2 penalties won. Abdel Naim scored 3 already in this match against Minucci. And Minucci saves. What a difference a half makes. Read it all the way. 9 saves. First penalty save for her. Shooting efficiency for Egypt now has gone down to 38% into the wing. Good angle, Bolling. Over the shoulder of Goma. And you get a real sense that the heads are dropping on the Egyptian side. They're tired. And I think they're feeling just completely overawed now in the second half. That's nothing like the first. They've scored 1 goal and conceded 15. Coming up to 8 minutes since that lone goal in this second half for them. For Egypt, it will be the President's Cup, the competition for the teams that finished 4th in each of the groups. And so 32 teams that started out this journey will be down to 24 in the hunt for a medal here. And the heads and faces on the bench and the shoulders say it all. They're all looking very deflated after the euphoria of the first half. No way through as Abdallah tries. Abdallah who plays for Smoua. Another free throw. Abdel Naim gets a scant reward. Passive play called now against Egypt. Into the wing. That's good play. Opens up a big angle. It's a nice goal for Akush. Beautiful pass to tee her up by Gadala. 25-13. Argentina settling their nerves very quickly in this second half. A storming 5 minutes, led by Cavo, that saw them grab this match by the scruff of the neck and shake the life out of it, really, as far as Egypt are concerned. They have just not found a way back into this at all. Bono tries to go right, they switch it. That's a good steal. Taken by Akush. Moved up and just got the ball away without touching the hand of the attacker. Abdel Naim. That's an offensive foul. Abdallah doesn't sidestep at all, goes right through the defender. Just got their first bowling. Took one for the team. 14th turnover of the match for Egypt. Argentina keeping it tidy today with 5. It's a save for Goma. Third of the game. Coming up to the last 5 minutes of the game. And Argentina found themselves in the President's Cup. Managed to avoid that again here with after Egypt had put them in real difficulty in the first half. Well, windmill over the top and then takes the shot, but it goes wide for Abdallah, and Argentina stream forwards. Given that the result won't be carried forwards into the main round, the Argentinians can probably afford to start easing up, bearing in mind that the main round will start in just 2 days' time. They know for a fact that from Group F, they've got defending champions France and Poland coming through, and it'll be the winner of tonight's match between Tunisia and China who will join them in the main round group here in Rotterdam. And there's too many steps, turnover. Quick ball down, that's a good one by Goma. But problem is that no one was there to back up Orabi. And, I think we may have a suspension coming, I wonder, for a high arm. It is, yeah. Quick check up at the scoreboard to make sure, is that really my number up there? Yes, it is. Bono is off. 2 minute suspension for the Porrinho playmaker. Just a torrid second half here for Egypt with just 2 goals at the moment and less than 4 minutes remaining. They've got a power play now, they've got to use this well. It's more about trying to get The morale back on this one. Oh, well, that's not going to help because Menucci pulls off a fabulous save. Her 10th. It was a lovely pass to the line to Arabi, but she came out quick, smothered the shot. She's come straight off because of the suspension. They're putting on the extra attacker. Cuts towards the middle, Lang. Shot, good save, Goma. Recovered by Egypt. Goma's 4th save. And they go for the empty goal, but that's wide. Apology from Goma. She came out, looked up and saw the chance, but put it way too high. Oh dear. So, still 45 seconds or so to go on the suspension. Egypt go deep in attack, double dribble. And now they got an empty goal, and that was too close, and that's going to be a 2-minute suspension. You got to be 3 meters away from the player taking it, and I think the referee seeing that Helena Molina, ironically just coming on, she's the player who flew in from Argentina a couple of days ago for the injured Macarena Sanz. And she immediately picks up a 2-minute suspension for standing right in front of the player taking the free throw. Macarena Sanz, who sadly fractured a bone in her left hand, and we understand that it's going to require an operation. For the first time in the match for Egypt, Shahed Sadala is coming on the far side, the number 90. She's got a good shot on her, and she took a couple of very late ones in their last match and showed what she can do, and I would have been tempted to bring her on earlier rather than Abdallah. Into the wing, big angle. Oh, goes for the lob, but completely over exit Akush. Argentina, who on a double suspension for just a handful of seconds, but the clock's run down now as we see this again. And it was neither one thing nor the other, really. We're into the last 2 minutes, 25-13. It's one of those halves where you just learn the lessons and then forget about it, move on. For Egypt, it just all went wrong. Gap down the middle, hammered into the top corner by Bono. And it's going to be a 2-minute suspension. It's buy one, get one free, it seems, at the moment for the teams. This time it's Egypt's Abu El Azaim who's gone off, and she'd only just come on as well. So means that her game is over because there are less than 2 minutes remaining in the match. And both short-handed. Free throw. And we go into the last minute of the game. Well, after all the excitement of the first half and the nip and tuck and the lead going one way then the other, I'm afraid all the suspense killed early on in the second half by Argentina. Absolutely in control. Too many steps. That's another turnover. Number 15 for Egypt. And they've got about 35 seconds on the attack. She's come off to put on the extra attacker for the handful of seconds remaining on the suspension. No suspense at all in the end. In the second half, the seconds tick away. Well, there's that shot, and they could have done with that earlier, but she's only just been brought on late in the game. And hopefully they'll be using her a bit more in the President's Cup. And that will be the last action, and there goes the buzzer. And to their relief, Argentina put on a sterling second half performance and booked their place in the main round with a big win over Egypt, restricting the Egyptians to just 3 goals in the second half after Argentina had found themselves a goal down at the break. An incredible second half, a difficult one for Egypt. They've got to bounce back for that. as they go off into the President's Cup. They finish bottom in the group. The final score here in Rotterdam, Argentina 27, Egypt 14. Well, celebrations, I think, very much relief for Argentina, who just couldn't quite get a rhythm in the first half. Egypt, on the other hand, never found theirs in the second. Argentina will go into the main round, but with 0 points, but still, the goal is done. It was a tough group all round with Austria and, of course, co-hosts the Netherlands. We're going to have the award now of the player of the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, player of the match from Team Argentina with the number 17, Malena.
Well, that's a very good choice because it's Malena Cavo who picks it up. 6 goals and 2 assists, but importantly, she scored 4 very early goals at the start of the second half, which completely settled Argentine nerves after they'd been a goal down. 3 of them back-to-back, and it made all the difference. You could feel the release of tension on the Argentine side, and the poor old Egyptians after that scored 1 goal in 20 minutes, got a couple late on, and oh, let's do another photo. No, well, I think that's just the icing on the cake. So, job done for the Argentinian team, who are through to the main round. Egypt, all credit to them, battled hard, but a second half that was a bit painful for them in their first ever World Championship. But as I said earlier, you take the lessons and then you move on. They've played some good handball in this preliminary round in their opening games. For the opening day 2029 defeat to Austria was a great effort by Egypt. They've got to look at those performances and say, we can do that. We can do okay in the President's Cup. Look to win a match. Minucci came strong in the second half as well. The goalkeeper, 10 saves. He only had 3 in the first. And, Argentina can celebrate, and Mariano Munoz in charge of the team for the first time at a World Championship. I think as relieved as the players. See, they play nice flowing handball when they with their heads up and get going. Argentina, they just looked a bit stifled in the first half. At 7-4, you thought, here we go, they're going to pull away. Far more experienced team, but oh no. Egypt struck back to take that lead. Well, we're going to go down courtside now and hear from Argentina's Juliana Gavilan.
Okay, with me is the number 10 of Argentina, 13, sorry, Juliana Gavilan. Congratulations with your win. It doesn't look like that in the first half, eh? You were one goal behind against Egypt. What was happening in the first half with Argentina?
I think we don't stay really good in the attack for the finalization, but after we stay really good in defense, so in the second time we continue with that and the goals keep going.
It was going very easy in the second half. Egypt didn't score, so it wasn't for you easy to play the game then out?
No, it was not easy, but we are Argentina, we defend with the heart, and that is all.
And how do you look to yourself in this match?
Yes, we need to defend like this, and after stay together and go for all.
Okay, now you're qualified for the main round. Congratulations. What are your expectations for those matches?
Thank you so much. The idea, I think, is continue with the work, stay match for match. So is that.
Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations again, Guyana. Thank you.
Clearly relieved. I think still though, quite right. She says, you know, there's still things to look at. And and we did struggle. The finishing wasn't quite there for Argentina. It definitely was the case. 42% success rate on their shooting in the first half. It improved considerably at 57% in the second. That despite the 11 saves by Gihad Sayed in the Egyptian goal, and then 4 by Mai Goma when she took over. But still, in the end, Argentina sorted the defense, and the attack flowed very well. It was very much about finishing, and absolutely no doubt in the end. We're just waiting. We're going to hope to have a word with the Egyptian captain fairly shortly. For Egypt, they will be in a President's Cup, which will give them opportunities to get some results, and that's always a good learning and a good opportunity for them. And, Argentina, for their part, who were favourites coming into this game, playing in their 13th World Championship with some players such as Gavilan, who just spoke, who was in a 5th World Championship, goalkeeper Karatu in her 7th, and Karsten also playing in a 7th World Championship. That's a lot of experience for these players. And against that, you have an Egyptian team coming in where all of them are playing in their first World Championship. Although 7 of them played in the Under-20 World Championship last year, this very young Egyptian team. And talked about this before. Well, that's a nice touch. They're doing the photo with Macarena Sanz's shirt, the player who got injured in the very opening match, in the first half, in fact, when they played the Netherlands, and fractured the bone in her hand, and will need an operation. Our best wishes go out to her, but a nice touch by her team to make sure they have her shirt in the photo. She looked very upset when the match finished against the Netherlands. It was a tough old day for her. Well, we're ready now, and we're going to pop back down courtside and hear from Egypt's captain, Ihsan Abdelnaim.
Okay, with me is the number 10 of Egypt, Ihsan Abdelmalek, if I say it right. Ihsan, first, the first half, terrific from Egypt. Half of the production for your arm, 5 goals. How was it going in the first half for your team?
Yeah, I'm so sad about that, because every time we start very, very good the first half. Today we was 1 plus 1 goal for us, but I don't know second half what happened. Maybe it's a little bit of stress. We are, like what I told you before, is we are like a young team, so we need to work more harder to be with the big teams. That's need more time. I know that before. So we have to be tranquil. We have to be slowly, step by step we work, and one day, of course, we will arrive.
Is it then a little bit of a problem? Because you are, with all respect, 39, you play very well, but are you the only one experienced player then with Egypt? Don't you want a little bit more extra?
Yeah, I agree with you. I need a little bit more, 1 or 2 players more with experience. But the project in Egypt for the young now, so we have to accept it. So just we need time. We have to be. We have to wait. We have to work more harder. And I'm trusting this team, the young. And I hope the future will be for us. So just slowly, we work step by step, and one day we will arrive.
Okay, then final question. You go to the President's Cup now. I think that's more matches to make some experience with your team.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. That's what we need. Maybe it will be the same level, because now we play again. Let's say the team very high level for us. So I hope for the President Cup we will play more matches to win more experience. That's the goal for us, and we will wait. We will work more harder, and I hope next World Cup we will be here also.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, and good luck with the President's Cup in the Boss. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, as she says, a very young team, and so with that result, they finished bottom of the group. Argentina with 2 valuable points to see them into the main round. Next up, it's the Netherlands against Austria to decide who will be top of the group and take maximum points into the main round. In the end, Egypt slipped to 37% on their shooting. Argentina a good 57%, but 15 turnovers for the Egyptians. That really hurt at the end, and they got hit on the break again and again. Cabo, the best of the scorers for Argentina, and instrumental in that turnaround right after the break, while the captain Abdelnaim with 5 for her team. And there you can see that one goal in 23 minutes. And it just really hurt them. They got a couple later on, but it just wasn't enough for them as Argentina stormed away. For the Argentines, one fast break. They scored 5 from 9 penalties. Luckily, that didn't come back to haunt them. And a good spread of goals across the back and the wings. Not so much the case, though, for Egypt. Still, no wing play, just doesn't happen for them. 6 breakthroughs from 12 only, missed a penalty, but it is down the middle. So, Argentina through to the main round. Hope you enjoyed it. Next up, it's the co-hosts against Austria. Thanks for watching. Until next time, from me, Paul Bray, goodbye.
Okay, well, that was the end of the preliminary round for both of you. Looking at the winning team first, expected result or surprised?
Well, we were working a lot, so I think no surprise. But well, we knew that it would be a very difficult match. We did a fantastic work in defense, of course, in defense, the 2 parts. But well, in the first half, her goalkeeper was amazing, and well, the match was a bit hard for us. But well, congrats for the efforts in the whole preliminary round, and well, it was, I think, a prize for our job.
Okay. And what do you take on to the next round? What are the things to work on, look at?
I don't know. I was only thinking on this game, and now at night we have to start thinking in the next three matches. But I can't tell anything because we were so focused on this match.
Yeah. You were just saying being a coach is difficult sometimes, right?
No, sometimes no, always. Always.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the 3 matches are done here. How do you look back on them?
Well, I look, it's a big experience. We have today a lot of younger players, and every day we have more experience. So today we have done something I'm happy about. We have won our first half. So it was, I'm very proud about the girls, because the first half they did a great job. They did a great job at the first half, but second half, as usual, they still need more experience. I'm happy about the goalkeeper. She's 2006. She's 19 years old only. She showed a big character with her colleagues, and that's fine. So for the first 3 matches, we have played against 3 national teams with a big history. Argentina 15, 16 times in World Championship. This is our first time. Same for Austria, same for Netherlands, of course. So I'm happy about the 3 matches. Every day they learn more lessons. That's good.
A proud coach and growing a bit more in Sertogenbos in the next matches, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Speak directly to you. With the number 7, Marua Abdullah. Hands up in the air, clap your hands. First half over here in the Ahoy Rotterdam. Last match for both teams in this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please come in, come in, come in, come in. You're more than welcome. And perhaps for the first time today, ladies and gentlemen, show your support for both teams. Dames en heren, mijn naam is sportief applaus voor Team Oostenrijk en dat is sportief applaus voor jou. Put your hands together for Austria. Gewoon even een kleine opheffen allemaal voor die dames. Een kleine opheffen, dames en heren. Klein applaus voor Nederland. And you can sing along with your big clap, you can join in.
Third goal for her. Tracy 27-13. Third goal for her. Tracy 27-13. All right, everybody. This is the official shoe of the IHF 27 IHF Women's Handball World Championship. And the tagline represents the celebration of equal empowerment, equality, and the energy of women's handball. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome here to the 27 IHF Women's Handball World Championship here in Rotterdam, Ahoy! Great all to have you all here today. We already have a match, Argentina versus Egypt, and on the field now, we already introduced them, the Netherlands and Austria! We'd like to welcome former Dutch national team goalkeeper Tess Wiener, who is an ambassador. And I would like to point out that we cannot host this event without volunteers. Every day we have approximately 75 volunteers here in Rotterdam Ahoy. Also, we got a lot of partners, which will show up on the screen later on. We thank them all for participating in this great tournament over here. Two mascots, Mick and Nicky. We'll see them later on as well. And you've got your clapper from Groenfels. We're going to clap those clappers as well later on. We also have for the visually impaired people a QR code which you can scan and then you can listen live to commentary for the people that are visually impaired. If you want to do this, please point your telephone at the screen and scan the QR code so you can listen to commentary during this match. So one more time, if you are visually impaired, scan the QR code, you have sport commentary. Alright, it's time to go to our sponsor messages. I'm going to look up to the screen and look at the sponsor messages.
Every goal is